Alrighty, good morning, guys. We're gonna be playing some. Wait for it. Tales of Berseria. Oh yeah. This is part like something. It's very exciting. We are currently at a solid 68 hours. Pretty crazy. You guys enjoy it. I think pretty soon we will be putting these on YouTubers, so. Somebody said that YouTube videos should be like at least maybe 30 minutes to an hour long. I don't know how we would. I don't know how you how do people upload RPGs? I need to check out some Let's Plays, I guess. Cause the thought of I'm looking at all these mustaches now. I don't even remember what we had for her. Remove it. There we go. Remove. The dog tail. I think it looks better with other outfits. No, that looks terrible. I think it looks better with the jacket. Okay. We're running a little bit of a late this morning, but still pretty good. It's a little better, even though I didn't sleep as long as I'd like. My cat this morning, man, I don't know what was going on with him. He decided to sing all night. Just meow meow meow. Like, what in the world are you meowing about, Mr. Kitty? And yes, my cat's name is Mr. Kitty because it's fancy. Fancy, 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 fancy. I need to work on my, where to put my camera for my overlay thing, too. I honestly just need to take a solid day and just work through all my stuff. Why can't I click on this? Oh, there we go. Story stuff's about to happen. I'm very excited. Man, it looks so weird without mustaches now. Your face
Wow,
is
really? He's
in
really
the
just
nude.
waiting for us here? Rokuro!
It's okay.
Incredible! The old bastard forged himself into a sword! Indeed. That blade's the embodiment of Kurogane's centuries of study. The Kurogane Stormquell. I like it. Just Kurogane for now. He will be the blade that surpasses both Stormquell and Stormhell. And when it does, then he will have earned the name Kurogane Stormquell. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Can we just watch it? I don't want to fight this guy. I'm not very good with this character.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Watch out. I wouldn't be surprised if he used an Armatus.
An Armatus? It's not my style to rely on anyone's help.
Ha! Says the big bad exorcist. Look, you'll even ask a tubby kitty for help.
Shut up! I'm totally not!
He isn't. Quite the opposite, actually. Shigure asked me to restrain his power.
Restrain his power? Wait, you don't mean...
She does. It's for my training. At first, I could barely even move my little finger. Morgrim, release my bindings.
Uh-oh. We just have no bad at this fight.
Can a human even be this strong?
Kitty Wampus was holding him back?
With enough will, humans can do anything. This was to be my secret weapon against Artorias. I'm impressed.
Roll!
Sorry, but we're pitching in.
Good. I'll take you all at once. Forget about fighting fair. You won't beat me unless you use everything you've got.
It's kind of crazy in
I know.
RPGs and stuff.
All too well.
This one guy is like stronger than all of us combined.
All right. Let's have some fun. You got it. Round 1013, begin. Seriously, you're still counting only because they were all lost.
What's I don't remember how to do this. Switch character.
I enter the fray.
Is that all I did? There we go.
Killing flash! When I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero!
Now, with a single breath, they appear! Here they come! There's no stopping them now! Good? Blade of Heaven's will pierce my enemy!
Morning, Olive. How are you, Logan?
Yes. You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Yes, this is my first playthrough. Never played it before. Yep. That's there. I don't really replay games, honestly, gonna be honest with ourselves. We almost never replay games, so... Almost any game on here will be our first playthrough. Huh? How's the cat? He seems fine. I think he's actually went to sleep somewhere. He's like, I got you out of bed now. I don't know why he was doing that today. Must have heard something outside or something. He is kind of an outside cat. A little bit feral. But yep, first playthrough.
Yes.
people are really
course.
something, aren't you?
4v1. Of course, we're gonna beat this guy.
Don't act like you're impressed. I haven't even shown you my true blade. Your true blade?
My true blade.
Well then, no time for me to take a break.
Shigure!
Keep out of this one, Morgrim.
Rokuro, he's still got plenty of power left.
Of course he does. He's Shigure Rangetsu after all. 2 blades, you sure? Why don't you find out? It's your life on the line.
I tell you,
The
boys
same
always
goes
measuring
for
their
you.
swords. Always measuring their swords. Mine can't be in heat though. He's fixed. He's been fixed since he was a kitten. I don't know what was going on. I think he probably just heard other cats. He does not like other cats or other animals at all. So he probably heard one of them, like, outside. There's quite a few of them around. He don't like it. Or he just wanted fed in the middle of the night, which is possible. Whip out your big sword and just whop him. Oh
Three
man.
of them. So this is your true blade. That's right. I developed this technique to defeat you.
That seems
Not
like such
bad
a
at
cheap
all.
strat, man. I was kind of hoping they would like work things out without killing each other, but
This is
that's
my parting
apparently-
gift to Kurogane. Take Stormhowl. One last thing. Please let this fat cat go.
Shigure?
Shigure, you were ordered to be executed because I was already planning on leaving. I was sick of living the life of a chained dog. Idiot. Stop worrying about the little things. Rejoice when your blade finds its mark. Seethe when it doesn't. Die when one finds you. That's all there is to it. The way of the sword is a simple one. That's what makes it so much fun. Yeah, it really is. That's the vicious face I'm looking for. If only Artorias' stony face could smile like that, he'd be a lot happier. Yeah. Velvet,
He wasn't even a
You're
bad guy
good.
though.
we're good.
Man,
My
I
blade
tell you.
found its mark.
I know, it's kind of like watching One Piece. I got to the point where it was the 2 giants fighting, and that, I don't know. Maybe it's just a Japanese culture thing, but it kind of stinks sometimes. Like they didn't have a good as ending as I'd like it to be. Could we take the kitty cat with us? Could we take the kitty cat with us? I want a kitty cat.
If you want to leave now, Rokuro, I won't stop you.
Don't forget, my purpose here is to repay my debt to you. What's the matter? Why are you crying?
Yeah, take the chubby
Not
cat.
crying.
Need that chunky boy.
Okay.
Okay? Is that all you have to say?
What's wrong? You really are crying.
You and Shigure. You're brothers, but
Oh, that. It's really nothing to shed tears over.
how can you pretend it's not important? Don't tell me it's because you're a demon.
You went and answered your own question.
So you will say it's because you're a demon.
No, that's not the answer, actually. It's not because I'm a demon. It's because we're swordsmen that I'm not sad.
Huh?
When we fought, when we both really fought, I got this sharp, vivid feeling that pierced straight to my core. When we were both throwing ourselves wholly into the battle, we wanted to keep on fighting forever, like an unquenchable thirst. That's a feeling we only got from each other.
Lord Shigure did seem to be enjoying himself. I feel like I can understand it a little better now. But I'll never comprehend it.
That's for the better. If you did, you'd end up like us.
Probably so.
I wonder when I'll be able to have a match like that again.
You won't have to worry about that. Just as you worked so hard to defeat Lord Shigure, another swordsman will do the same to defeat you.
You're not wrong. Your positivity reminds me of him. Now I'm suddenly craving a cup of Yozakura Anmitsu.
Yozakura Anmitsu?
Cherry blossom flavored sweet bean paste, black sesame ice cream, and fruit. It was Shigure's favorite.
Sounds good.
That's
Kinda.
kind of hard to picture, but I'd like to try it.
It's settled then. When this is all over, I'll take you out for some.
I look forward to that.
Then make sure you come back alive, alright?
You too, Rokuro. Yozakura Anmitsu. I won't forget.
Yeah, we can't take a kitty cat with us.
Rokuro, you said something to him at the end.
To Shigure?
Yeah, maybe it's not my place to ask, but
I don't mind. It was just something that happened long ago. The story about Shigure plotting to overthrow our lord. That was a lie. A lie that I spread.
but why?
I wanted a just cause to strike him down. Storm Howl, Shigure's name, the leadership of the clan. I used to want all of that for myself.
Do you regret it?
Not at all. Besides, Shigure figured it out a long time ago. But really, I don't know what made me think I had the strength to defeat him back then.
He was truly strong.
Of course he was. He was the head of the Rangetsu family, the strongest warriors in all the land.
Rokuro, does this make you head of the clan now?
No, I'm a demon. And more importantly, all I ever wanted was to beat my brother. That's enough for me.
That's so weird. I don't know. How does he not, like, feel bad that he basically just cheated his brother out of a win? He kind of just, like, cheap shot at him, but okay. I don't know. Didn't seem very
You
honorable
should
to
get
me.
out of here while you still have the chance.
If things get hairy, I'll run. But please, let me stay here a little longer. I owe Shigure for giving me back my free will. And he always did hate to be alone.
I never knew that.
You didn't? Weren't you his brother?
We never had time to think about anything other than our training.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean any insult. He lived and he died according to his own beliefs. That has to be good enough. Humans like that are not so bad.
I suppose we aren't.
You're a funny sort of Moloch, aren't you?
Thanks for the compliment.
Well, I think the problem, though, is he's not really that strong of a demon. He wanted to get rid of his brother before he ever became a demon. Ruguru's just kind of not a great person, honestly, is what it boils down to. Can you imagine wanting to kill your own brother just because he's a better swordsman than you? And it's not like, hey, you could just beat him in a fight. He had to actually kill him, and he had, like, no remorse for killing his brother. That's not, like, the demon part of him. Like he said, it's the swordsman. It's just his weird cold that he lives by.
It's
It's
scorching.
this weird cold.
No, it's torrid. Wait, no, it's hot! Can you please stop making a fuss? Anyone who can keep their cool inside a volcano needs their head examined.
I can feel the power of the earth pulse flowing upward. This is the life spring.
That's odd. Melchior isn't here.
Have you devoured even Shigure, Lord of Calamity? But remember, the only exorcists whose souls are worthy of sacrifice are
Thank you for that
Shigure,
follow. Welcome, welcome.
Oscar,
How are you?
Teresa, and me!
He's above us, at the volcano's peak.
With 3 souls who can only awaken 3 Empyreans, that won't be enough to seal Innominat's power. If you are missing even one, awakening them will cause this volcano to explode, with you inside it. If you seek to awaken all 4 elemental Empyreans, then come. Try and take my soul from me!
What do you think, Magilo?
Trap. Melchior's greatest strength lies in his power over ice. I only wish we could lure him down here.
But we dare not forget. He's an exorcist who spent years plotting to awaken Innominat.
Exactly. He could be capable of anything. It'd be dangerous to assume otherwise.
Maybe this is the wrong time, but Magilo, you're related to Melchior, right?
You'd better believe it's the wrong time. Long ago, I was Magilanica Loom Maven, Melchior's foster daughter, and before I was cast out, his disciple. Magilanica? The lost legate! Huh. So even after 10 years, my name still lives on.
I'm impressed. You must have commanded a lot of respect.
Not in the least. The relationship between Melchior and I was like that between Velvet and Artorias. The debts owed, and the grudges held.
Yay, new internet.
Velvet,
Sounds
you don't
exciting.
have to believe me. You may never believe me. But I tell you now, I want to settle my—
I don't much care about the affairs of a witch, now do I? I'm going to the peak to find him. Just doing what I want, like always.
Yep, that's right. And I'm going with you, like always.
I remember having bad internet. I could never go back to having bad internet again, honestly. Never ever. I had a friend and she moved to a new place and her internet was so bad. I'm surprised that she chose to move to a place with bad internet, honestly. I would never. It'd be one thing I'd definitely check before I moved into a new place. That's how good the internet is.
Piece of cake, it's a cinch. Piece of cinch, it's scorching, it's freezing, it's scorching.
What are you muttering about?
You told me to chill out when I complained about the heat. Is that still bothering you? I heat up quickly and cool down slowly. I'm not bothering anyone, so go on, get lost!
That's even more annoying. I mean, come on. If it's both hot and cold, it's not scorzing. It's freeching, clearly.
That doesn't sound like me at all. Wait, that's not even my point! My skin feels like a frozen shell, but somehow my insides are boiling! This is miserable! It should be one or the other. I can't stand this fence-sitting!
Oh? Well, so what about the pineapple and sweet and sour pork?
Gross!
A sweet omelet?
The crime against nature.
Chocolate-covered raisins?
Whoever thought up dried grapes should be hanged!
Well then, what about peach pie?
I don't see what you're getting at!
What about yourself?
Utterly vile.
Doesn't that make you a fence-sitter?
That's why I'm having you eat that old man and shove him into the life spring.
I hope you learn to like yourself.
Don't try to embarrass me.
Don't try to embarrass me. Is that even possible? I'll tell you, people that feel no shame about their behavior, those people are scary. They don't feel guilt, they don't feel nothing. I gotta go for breakfast. Left over from yesterday.
I don't think we have a chance. No mercy! You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating? Crash! That all you got? Take that! I'm not a fan of long, scary things. Are we ready for this? Gaze upon my fiery
Well, I did not hit any of those attacks, okay. Oh, mercy.
I was amazing,
Jeez,
wasn't
that was
I?
annoying. That was annoying. Just want to see if there's anything new, and I really don't think so, but... Just... It's so nice to have most of this stuff gone. I have no idea.
Woo! It's a biggie! It looks like no one is
I could
injured.
try to eat a little bit healthier and lose some weight and get a little bit better shape, and man, it's tough. Most healthy food just is not as good, sadly. It's not as good.
Woo! It's a biggie! You won't get away! Well, that about does it.
From the Tales games, you have to worry about your SPS or better, now it's automatically filled after a fight. I know. I love that. This game made the Tales games really easy compared to the ones I played before. Unless you focus more on the game, which is always a plus in my opinion. You don't have to worry so much about like a lot of that.
Wounds that won't heal. Hard to deflect. Here it comes. Spyro.
All that stuff's just not fun to deal with. We missed
Just
a
how
shot
does
at
this sword work?
Don't touch it.
But we still have to upgrade the. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. The game's kind of. Most battles are not hard. There's a few battles that are tough and probably be a lot easier if you were good at managing the skills, but even playing on hard mode, it's not that big of a deal. Even if you don't know what you're doing. Which is kind of nice.
Woo! It's a biggie!
I agree it is a thing to do it right anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I feel like if you knew exactly how to do the skills, the game would be way, like, 1,000 times easier. I could imagine how easy this game would be without, like, actually knowing what you're doing in that area.
This fight is
Still?
over. Woo! It's a biggie! I'm not one to go easy.
I'm gonna go eat.
Woo!
Big boy.
It's a biggie!
Can't do it, man.
No, I can't die.
We're, I don't know, we're not doing any damage to this guy.
Disgraceful.
Yes!
No, I can't die here.
I don't know what to do against this guy. I can't do any damage. Literally none. It's like the 0-0-0 across the board.
No, I can't die here.
I literally just keep on dying.
Disgraceful.
Okay, that almost worked.
I can't die here. No, I can't die.
It's so weird way to fight. That's on auto. Auto's really weird with her.
Disgraceful.
I'm generally just curious as to like, am I auto on?
Looks like you're gonna be put on ice! Let's fight together! Take that! Devour! Quick hit! Moving cycle! Heaven trap! Better watch your step! You're defenseless! Got you! Your troubles receive right blade!
Thanks.
You get harder to kill or something? I don't know. I don't know.
Come on, put up some fight,
Barely.
okay?
Juggernaut? Class it. Provides the ability to trigger a random skill which grants the invincibility for set period on a star. On Chaos mode? It kinda stinks. Most of the stuff we unlock is for Chaos mode. I don't want to play on Chaos mode. If I knew better the battle system, I think we might try a harder difficulty, but 375? Shoot.
We just need one last soul to awaken the elemental Empyreans.
Are you alright, Velvet?
I'll eat Melchior, and our collection will be complete.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about you. You collapsed after the thing with Teresa and Oscar, remember?
Ah, you wonder if I'm fine after eating Shigure. It's not a problem.
But wasn't Shigure a lot more powerful than they were?
But look at me. I'm fine, right? Does it seem like I'm faking it?
No.
I think I'm just used to it. Both my body and mind.
You're not just used to it. You've changed.
Hmm?
Just as I changed after finding my free will, you've gotten stronger through our travels too. You faced down many sorrows and hardships, and overcame them all.
Did I, though?
You did. And that's why
I'll make you a quiche later.
Could you make pudding too?
Sure. But are you just trying to butter me up so I'll cook for you?
Well,
Exactly.
I mean, yeah. How did you know?
You really have grown a lot, haven't you? All right. Let's go and find me some Melchior to eat.
Yeah!
That sounds gross. Yeah, this game's, I don't know. This game would be 1,000 times harder though if you didn't heal automatically after battles and stuff. I've not really had much trouble on hard mode. There's been a few bosses like that one, but the thing is, you can kind of just spam heals. We got enough for this? I don't think so. Still need 85. Right? Hey, Ka-chow, how you doing? What's up? Ka-chow. Talk about, like, you know, Ka-chow, made me think of Cars movie. They did a really good job on that new Trolls movie. I was actually pleasantly surprised with it. I think I liked it more than the first one. Watching it. I don't think I don't know. I don't think in that movie I never really liked the goblins or whatever. I can't remember what they were called. Never really liked those. Yeah, I really don't feel like fighting all this stuff right now. We're just gonna run past it. It's not like we really need anything at the moment with them. They did a really good job on it. I've been watching a little bit more movies lately. I always really liked movies. I'm a pretty unpicky person when it comes to movies and TV shows or books or games. Almost any kind of media. I'm pretty easygoing on what I watch. Music. It's always kind of nice to not be picky. It also gives you the problem of like always having new stuff to find and watch and do. Which just means I'm really behind on all the stuff I want to do.
I don't think we have a chance!
Wash away the shadows of the earthquake! You're the best way! Lightning bolt! Going thunder! The earthquake! Scale crusher! Finish! You're the best way! Here! Take that! Your power! Lightning
This
bolt!
last movie we watched.
The earthquake!
Oh,
Stop fooling around.
But I'm serious about my fooling around.
I watched Bloodsport was the last movie I watched. I watched that, I think, was it yesterday or the day before? I watched Bloodsport. I think it was Bloodsport. The new Vin Diesel movie.
We will need to be extremely wary.
Blade of Hell! Fighting Frost! The earthquake! Finish!
Oh yeah, it's Congo! What's up, Congo? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you back.
No mercy! Wounds I won't heal! Carving its left! Lethal pay! Blade of Heaven will pierce my enemies! The earthquake! Take that! Devour! Fighting Frost!
Moving around. You ever beat the Persona game? I feel like I haven't seen you stream it forever, but I've been kind of out of it lately and not been on Twitch as much as I was. I took kind of a break from a lot of it. Need to get back into it. Like a lot of people I haven't seen around. We could take like a week off and stuff. I played yesterday. Ah, must have just missed it. Bloodshoot. I've seen it too. Yeah. Bloodshot. Yeah, it was good. No boops there. Yeah. I haven't been in any streams really lately. I don't know. Just ain't been feeling it lately. Been kind of having up and down times lately. So I took a break from it all for a little bit. I started streaming again this week, but I still haven't gotten back around to watching streams. Sometimes you just gotta take some mental health days, you know? Get yourself back into fixed. We still appreciate and love all you guys and all the boops and loves. Red lavender. It said those plants respawn, but I don't think those plants ever actually have respawned one time since I've started playing this. They said at the beginning of the game, like, don't worry, they respawn.
Really capable of. What kind of man is he?
To put it short, he's the Exorcist's shadow.
Their shadow.
They're supposed to be free of malevolence, but they're only
That sounds
human.
myself, yeah,
and so are
me
those
too.
who they want to save. But sincerity and conviction alone won't save the world. To remain free of malevolence, they need someone to do their dirty work. A shadow.
I see. And that's Melchior's job.
During all my time at the Abbey, I was never aware of what he was really doing.
So, why hasn't he succumbed to malevolence?
Because his belief in the Exorcists as the saviors of the world is pure and unyielding. It is a mountain of ice that will neither boil, nor melt, nor break. I know the depths of his frozen heart all too well.
Wait, does that mean you...
Yes. Melchior was raising me to be the shadow for the next leader of the Exorcists. Artorius himself. But that was a terrible mistake. I was unable to live up to his expectations.
So if things had gone as he planned, we'd be fighting you instead of Melchior.
I'm glad that didn't have to happen.
True. If Magulu was running the Abbey...
They would be completely unpredictable. That would be fearsome.
Maybe. But doesn't that sound like a whole lot of fun?
So Melchior was my shadow too.
Oh, feeling too sympathetic to fight him?
I wouldn't say that.
There's nothing to be sad about. Removing shadows is part of a shadow's job. Even if I'm a failed shadow, I'm still a witch, and I cast a deeper darkness.
Yeah, that's my thing. I have a lot of downtime, but or downs and stuff, but sometimes it's like it's just super down stuff. I don't know. Up and down, kinda. It would help if I could sleep a little bit better too. That's one of the bigger issues I'm having lately is sleeping. I'm having trouble sleeping again. Do I still have your remote? Am I still subbed to Konzo? I don't think I turned it off. Yeah, I am still subbed to you. I thought I was. I didn't think I turned off auto renew. I didn't think.
I can see the peak just ahead. If Melchior's anywhere, he's there.
Be careful. That crafty old buzzard is nothing like Shigure. He won't fight us head on.
I was trying to decide if I wanted to do a donation go for our new avatar, if I was just gonna pay straight out. I don't think I want to do a donation go. I thought about it, but I think I'll just spend my own money and do it. Don't really have the money, but it won't hurt me or anything. Just means less fun stuff for the other stuff. Thinking after weekend is Monday, yeah. I'm kinda glad I don't have a job or anything at the moment. Jobs and stuff, and it always brought me down so much dealing with that, the constant stress of that kind of stuff. Well, I'm glad to see you're doing alright, Konzo. What kind of lawyer are you, by the way? Do you do anything interesting? I've seen this one chick, she's a lawyer for, she's working with Epic Games right now, with like Fortnite and stuff. But she's been a video game lawyer for, I guess, a while now.
Is victory for us really
Sounds
possible?
kinda cool.
We're facing the legate, Lord Melchior.
I'd give us around 4-to-1 against.
4-to-1? Are our chances that slim?
Almost every trick I or any current exorcist knows can be traced back to him. If I throw out 3 arts at once, he'll pull 6 out of his hat. He knows our capabilities and he's got far more power. 4-to-1 might be generous.
I suppose you're right.
However, we have Velvet, the boy, and Rokuro. Who knows what value they'll add when they run amok? It's impossible to calculate, but if luck goes our way, our chances will rise considerably.
Right. We are challenging the hardest possible foe.
But I'm only talking about a straight-up fight. Knowing Melchior, he'll have some nasty tricks.
No matter how you analyze it, the outlook is grim.
Eisen, you too?
What's wrong
Oh,
with a
man, don't
level-headed
worry.
look at things? Careful consideration could give us the tool we need to turn the odds in our favor. After all, Magilu, forewarned is forearmed, right?
Yes, that's true.
Even still, we won't find a weakness in him.
Let's take another hard look. What we need might be lying right at our feet.
At our feet, eh? I'll keep my eyes on the ground as we walk then.
Maku's so annoying. Such an annoying character. I kinda hoped that, like, as the game went on, she'd get more likable, but she has not. She's only gotten worse. Yeah, we do have Discord if anybody wants to join. I'm still building it up, but it's there, right? We got the 2 most important channels. Memes in general. That's all you need in Discord. What's up, Drake? Oh, the super duper 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 boops. That's a lovely Drake. Good to see you back. Works at a law firm and sometimes asks me to do research for them. Extra stress for me. I am almost out. That's how I feel. Yeah, if you guys were in Discord, you'd probably see me fuss about a little bit with my cat this morning. My cat this morning decided he was gonna sing all night. I don't know why. But he sure did. Woke me up at like 4 a.m. I think I fell asleep for a smidge at like 5:30 to like 6 again. So, do a nap. see that as a yawn. I don't think we're gonna fight any of these guys. We'll just run past them. Catnap. Yep. Naps are usually too much of a gamble for me. It's like you either like wake up and you feel a little bit better, or you feel like worse than when you went to took a nap. So it's like it's not worth it. Not worth that risk for me. I actually, I like business law. I took some business law classes, and it was actually it was fun. It was interesting. I enjoyed some business law. I do think in the battle system in this game, it is a lot based on luck. Some of these battles are so easy because you don't get like stun lock right off the bat. You get stun locked and you're basically up a creek right off the start. That's happened with a few battles where the guy just hits me really hard and then just stuns me. And I get sad. I might as well just lose at that point.
The four elemental Empyreans are the beings that maintain the balance and harmony between earth, water, wind, and fire. Have you even stopped to think about why they sleep? About what waking them will do to this world's order?
Not really. I don't much care.
They sleep because of arrogant, insolent wretches like you. The Empyreans derive their power and that of their blessings from the prayers of the pure at heart. But humans became corrupted and neglected their prayers. The forgotten Empyreans drifted into slumber.
Human prayers are the source of their power? Just like the Malachim.
Are you trying to say Innominat blesses someone when he eats their soul?
As the fifth Empyrean, Innominat's purpose is to eat human souls, malevolence and all, and to wipe the slate clean. When all mankind is once again pure as a newborn babe, the elemental Empyreans can be safely revived.
You want to wipe the slate? But that means...
Yes, civilization will crumble. The spread of malevolence, the cleansing of Innominat, the cycle has repeated countless times over the eons. That is why human civilization rises and falls. But if this continues, humanity will never surpass a certain threshold. Thus, the Abbey will control Innominat's power, so that we may guide humanity into a new, better era.
It all makes sense now. You developed the art of armatization to control Innominat.
And in order to create the Armatis, you needed the technology found in Siegfried, didn't you?
So that's why you got Eifried involved in all of this.
Just as light cannot exist without darkness, no great achievement comes without sacrifice. Even I must be made tribute for the sake of our ideal world!
Armatis!
No, you don't!
Eisen, stop!
Told you. He's a crafty old buzzard.
I should have known it wouldn't be that simple. Rebellious fools! You've fallen so far, Magellanica.
I'm Magellanica no longer! I am the evil Turrican! Here! Spiral! Hail!
Hear me!
Twin whip! Element of
Scatter the spirit!
There! Clutch! Twin whip!
Scatter the spirit!
Clutch! There! Or is it just me? Clutch! There! Crab ball! Lightning rain down! Just
Scatter the spirit!
shake the heavens! Ready, steady, and twin whip! Here!
Scatter the spirit!
Rain thunder!
He was fast.
Yes.
Feel the burn?
Scatter the spirit!
Twin whip! Moonlight cyclone! Finish! Discord! Ring it down! No mercy!
Wounds I won't heal.
Cards is left! Grateful day! Ring it
Scatter the
flash!
spirit!
Devour! Twin whip! Moonlight cyclone! Finish!
Scatter the spirit!
Binding! Creation gather! Divine favor!
How could I be so wicked? No.
There's still two of us. Oh, no.
Can't die here.
I'm not in trouble.
Help you!
Fear me!
Disgraceful.
Scatter the spirit!
Light of light! Illuminate! Mudloom!
Is that our last one?
Through trouble! Willing power! Fiery cross! Cerberus wave! Scale crusher! Finish! Discord! Down! Take that! Devour! Binding fire! Cerberus wave! Scale crusher! Discord! Here! Sight! Line down! Take that! Take that! Blade! Maelstrom! Maelstrom! Cerberus wave! Finish! Discord! Take that! Devour! Binding frost! Cerberus wave! Finish! Discord!
Scatter the spirit! Imprisoned by the coldest cold, there you shall perish! Absolute freedom!
Eleanor! I can heal the wounds, but I
Hear
can't
me.
feel the pain! Inspiration! Take that! Here I come! Cerberus wave! Finish! Discord!
You got this too? I got it.
Binding frost! Right thunder! Cerberus wave! Finish! Discord! Here! Devour! Maelstrom! Blessing!
99 nightmare!
Liquidate!
Resonate!
Kaleidoscope! Blade!
Resonate!
Binding frost! Finish!
Resonate! 99 nightmare!
Oh no, put in her. Yeah.
Imprisoned by the coldest cold, there you shall perish!
I think I'm dead.
Freedom!
No, I can't die here.
I think he has the ability to...
First aid!
Breaking focus! Dark despair!
revive her, please? Can you?
Dark despair, kindle a beacon of hope!
I can't get him to, like, get away, you know?
Dark despair, kindle a beacon of hope!
Spirit release! You wronged me! Here's your justice!
I can't get him to revive
Dark
her.
despair, kindle a beacon of hope!
Light me up!
Yes.
Illusory veil! Down!
Yes.
Is it hard resistance now? Fighting frost! Separate way! Tail crusher! Finish! Destroy!
You're wide open! Let's go!
Fighting frost! Separate way! Tail crusher! Finish!
You're wide open! Die! Too slow!
Fighting
Swing back!
Separate way! Tail
Lightning
crusher!
blood!
Finish! Destroy! Separate way!
Hellgate!
Tail crusher! Finish!
99 nightmare!
Fighting frost! Separate way! Tail crusher! Finish! Destroy! Fighting frost! Separate way! Fighting frost! Finish!
99 nightmare! Frost! Die!
No mercy! Wounds I won't heal! Fire this left!
So close. Oh man, the church like to play with balls.
Think you can dodge?
Jeez, Drake. Oh, Drake, that was.
Through troubles,
We're so close.
Not here.
Dang.
Not now.
Jeez, that guy was a pain in the butt.
Oh, were I only 100 years younger?
100? He's used an oath to add years to his life. Centuries, even.
Is that what you call rational? Sounds like an obsession.
I've said the same thing thousands of times. If it were my choice, I'd have let myself die naturally long ago. But did he not say? Man can turn reason into disorder, but also can we surpass it? Our true power is in transcending the possible to achieve the ideal.
So were the words of the exorcist Claudin.
They were foolish.
Think what you will. I'll show you the truth of his words.
You think illusions will work on us now?
Not in the least. But it bought me enough time to finish my art.
He's let him monologue. Let him monologue and do what he's gonna do. Just push him into the lava.
Are you trying to set off the volcano?
You'll die too!
As long as I take the Lord of Calamity with me, I have no regrets. That's because I follow reason! Oh.
She literally beat him by making him not want to step on flowers.
How dare you insult Claudin's ideal soul!
Hey, Master. Emotions are a real pain, aren't they?
It's a low blow. Ooh, anime cutscene, let's go!
Do it now! You're damn right I will! Hey, Empyrean! The Lord of Calamity is here! Wake the hell up!
instead of a brain. I kind of thought we would like waken them up one at a time, but apparently this game's like, no, we ain't got time for that. We're just gonna waken them up at the same time. We beat it. That guy was hard to beat. He almost got us. I think he got us down to like 30 health with one person left. It was very close.
What was that?
The elemental Empyreans have awoken.
We are free. We will no longer be your tools.
Oh, nice.
Oh dear, what's happening?
Shinra, right? What are your wishes? Can you please bring back Krillin again because he's died for the 30th time? Poor Krillin.
You saved us, Magilu. Thanks. If you hadn't thrown Melchior off balance, we'd all be dead.
I settled my own affairs, nothing more. But if you want to thank me, I accept gifts.
I take it back.
He couldn't hurt those flowers. Was that his oath?
No. That old fool loved flowers more than anything else. Far more than he did any living human. That's all there was to it.
I suppose even a legate could never fully control his heart.
Same goes for a witch. Sometimes living can be the hardest affliction. Have the 4 elemental Empyreans awakened?
Who knows? But anything that would sleep through that isn't worth our time.
Better watch your mouth or they'll smite you. I can feel a shift in Inominat's domain.
Yeah, all 4 of them have awoken. Inominat has been pushed out from the Earth pulses.
Humanity's amplified resonances will diminish, and many Malakim will regain their free will. The Exorcists will likely lose a good chunk of their forces.
Eleanor, have you lost your ability to fight too?
Sorry to disappoint, but I can still see you. Evil demons, Malakim, and witches alike.
You know where he is.
I can feel him. His body has left the Earth pulses. He's somewhere above the Empyrean's throne now. Artorias is with him. However, Inominat is pushing back against the other Empyreans with incredible force.
If the 4 are defeated, we'll lose our last chance. No time to waste.
Let's go. It's time to end this.
Yeah.
Time to end this. We must be getting close to the end, right? Krillin got the robot life, though.
The mountain doesn't appear to be erupting. Or doing anything else, really. I'd say that's a relief.
Were Melchior's claims only a bluff?
I'm not convinced. Most of his threats had as much truth in them as he could muster.
With the 4 Empyreans revived, the land is awakened. Changes in the Earth that once took eons will now happen in a few hundred years.
A few hundred years?
The mountain will erupt, but not for a long while.
A long while to a human, maybe. But compared to the history of the land, it'll be a blink of an eye.
But Inominat is the Empyrean of suppression. Who can say what will happen when we kill him? Well, it's not like I care anyway. I think we should care.
Have I seen a bridge? No, I haven't. I've only ever watched the old school DVD, or DVD, TBC.
Scout
I've never watched like any of the
Melchior
ones
sure
after
was
that.
strong, wasn't he?
Yeah. If it weren't for Magilu's help, we wouldn't have stood a chance.
But you saw the opening she gave us,
Best
and
of
took it.
Did you want to be the one to finish him off?
If it mattered to me, I'd have fought him alone. We all had our reasons to fight him. The opportunity just happened to be yours. That's all there is to it.
I understand.
If Melchior had only manipulated Ifried for personal reasons, then that would be settled now. But he was acting based on his idea of reason. That creating a world without malevolence was worth the cost of destroying people's free will. Ifried won't be avenged until I destroy that very philosophy.
Your business with the Abbey isn't done.
Not even close. You all could just sit around twiddling your thumbs, and I'd still take the heads of Artorias and Enominat on my own. If you want to be the ones to finish them off, you'll have to beat me to it.
Huh. You're on.
I'll fight with everything I've got. That's all I can do.
That's plenty.
I know that's kind of the problem with, what was it? What was the one that they done where they basically cut out all the filler?
I really don't mean to pry, but I've gotta know. Does it feel good to pinch all those souls out from your stomach?
That's kind of a gross way of putting it.
I have to agree with Velvet. The way you put it sounds so inappropriate.
I'm pretty sure that was her point.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why so cranky? I was only
Okay.
asking to see if you were getting hungry or not.
Then ask that in the first place.
Are you? Hungry, that is.
I do feel hungry, now that you mention it, but I don't think it has to do with losing those souls.
Then why is it?
Maybe my appetite is increasing as Enominat's suppression weakens.
Yeah, I'm suddenly feeling hungry myself.
My stomach could start growling at any moment.
I have been thinking of nothing but delicious things to eat for a while now.
I bet Magilu only brought it up because she's
Yeah,
feeling
okay.
peckish herself.
No, that's not the reason at all.
That settles it then. When we get back to the ship, you can take guard duty while we eat.
I'll make a quiche and pudding.
I'll cook up some peñon and tomato stew.
Ooh, I'd love to try your cooking, Madam Eleanor.
Oh, sorry, I
Let's get
thought my
back to
mic
the ship.
went too loud.
Getting all fired up about food. I would never... I would kill for a big bowl of sweet Kalegian-style borscht!
Then go find me some peaches.
Why peaches?
Because you can't have Kalegian borscht without peach pie for dessert.
Yeah, that was the biggest problem with Kai. I never watched Kai once I learned they cut out all filler. Like, they didn't even keep the good filler. They just removed it
quite
all.
a few geotrees so far. I
That
feel
sounds
like
disappointing.
I've run 3 marathons back to back. I'm sorry, Bienfu. That's okay. All this exercise is making me nice and buff. You're right. You don't look any different, but when I touch you, I definitely feel muscles. I bet I could even take down Aizen and Rokuro with a single well-placed hit. I'm not so sure, but okay.
Bienfu, I know we're placing a heavy burden on you
Maybe
with
I'll
all this
check 'em out.
geoboard business, and I'm sorry for that. But we really appreciate it. You've been truly helpful.
Aw, Madam Eleanor, you're too sweet. You're nothing like that mean old Miss Magilu.
How are you coping with your fatigue?
I'm kind of not, actually. In fact, I don't think I'll ever recover. Unless you give me a nice massage, Madam Eleanor.
I think I can manage that.
I didn't think that'd actually work.
I'm quite good at working out those pressure points. I can really grind the butt of my spear in just the right spots and have you feeling refreshed in no time. But I have to warn you, it might hurt a little bit.
What? You know what? Never mind. I'm good. Bien, you don't have to push so hard. Okay, that is refreshing, but ow, 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 ow.
Was Helsing? Yeah. As I said, I think I might see if we can set up watch parties. If you guys have Amazon Prime. I don't know if any of you guys have Prime. through Twitch, but maybe we'll set it all up. Or maybe watch something together. I mean, even if we can't do a full-on way, maybe we'll just, like, pick a show and then, like, by the end of the week we'll watch, like, 2 or 3 episodes or something and just talk about it. Kind of like a book club kind of thing, but for, like, anime or shows or something. Could be fun. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z was, I think, very overhyped. At least, like, the later part of it. The beginning was pretty good, but you can kind of tell once they started adding in, like, bad filler. I don't even know, like, why they made it such weird filler. They could have just, like, added extra stories and it would have been fine, but their idea of just, like, making the fights more boring was such an odd choice to me. Such an odd choice. Amazon Prime? Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do it a different way. Do it the other way. I was thinking though, if you guys don't have Prime, if we just set up a time and I can just tell you guys what we're gonna watch, and then you can just start it and watch along with us, even if you technically can't see what we see, you know? It can still work. Would be horrible, I don't think. We'll see. Something that I need to actually just sit down and do. New what filler to keep. That sounds good though. I always preferred Dragon Ball over Dragon Ball Z personally. I haven't watched the new series very much. I watched a little bit of it, but not all the way through.
Glad to see you made it back in one piece, Velvet.
I'm here on orders from the boss to help you guys out.
We could certainly use it. How are things back in the city?
I came here from Helives, so I don't know how far the suppression has progressed. But I can tell you that the Abbeys designated the area north of Helives as a Class 4 administrative zone.
Which means they've pulled their forces out of the area.
What about the people of Mercio?
Everyone got out safe and sound, although they did petition for the extermination of the Lord of Calamity.
Of course.
I say we make this town our new hideout. When else are we ever gonna find a hideout that comes with hot springs?
That's a good idea. We should leave Kamoana and the others here.
Dial, could you stay and help them out?
As if you even had to ask.
Well, that's surprisingly reliable for you, Dial.
Hey, that hurts. Now
Yep.
get going already.
That did margin,
Redrick
in my
and the crew
opinion.
are making preparations in Helives right now.
I definitely prefer the adventure type stuff more than just straight up like fighting like they did in Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball was definitely more of a adventure type instead of what Z was. Do you guys know any good adventure animes? I've been thinking I might start Hunter X eventually. I think they might have that on Prime. Maybe we'll watch it. We can watch it together. New Dragon Ball? That could be cool. I watched the new Dragon Quest movie and it was pretty terrible. That last one they did, they put it on Netflix. It was not very good at all. In my opinion, anyways. The style looked good and the story was somewhat decent, but it would have done way better as an actual show. It just felt very chopped up and all over the place. Now I'm beaten, I promise to take good care of him. You mail it to Hodo? Do it for free. For free, you say? That would be cool though. Yeah. Well, basically what I've heard. I heard they just like butchered the game, like 5 really badly. They butchered it. They picked the worst choice of woman, which again I've never played it, so I don't really have much opinion on that. But I watched it with my mod Perps, and she didn't. She disliked it more than I did. To me, it was all right. It wasn't amazing. The big plot twist toward the end of the movie was just kind of out of place. I won't ruin it, but plot twist was kind of weird. Should at least see what they did. Yeah. It's weird, man. It's really weird. It's definitely something I don't think I ever got around to playing that one. One of these days, maybe I'll get around to playing it. I think that's one of the ones I haven't played. I don't remember very well. Maybe time to play more Dragon Quest. I need to beat 7. I really regret never getting Final or Dragon Quest 7 on, or I think it was Dragon Warrior 7 on PS1. I really regret never getting that. I don't play this with this stuff. I beat 6, but 7 I started, but I don't like playing. I don't like playing on, I don't like playing on DS, honestly. I feel like I don't like the changes they make. I much more prefer consoles. When I was younger, I didn't mind a lot of that stuff. Portables? I don't even know. What do you call them? I always call them mobile. My brain's so mushy lately, I can't even think of words.
Could we talk?
You sound so serious, like it's the eve of the final battle.
Well, isn't it? Can't you let yourself get caught up in the moment for a change?
Getting caught up in the moment is for young, foolhardy lovers. So, what is it you want to talk about?
I just figured I should drop by since, well, like I said, the final battle with Inominat is coming up and all.
Ugh, you're talking like you're saying your last goodbyes.
It's just that we're up against a lot. Even Miss Mogulu doesn't know what the future holds for us, and she almost always has that stuff figured out.
Whether she has it figured out or not, it is our lot in life to follow our vessels and fight to the very end.
That's what I've always thought, so I just dealt with Miss Mogulu's craziness up till now. But she's never thanked me for it. No, good job, Bienfu. No, I'm glad I'm your vessel. Not even something like, I'll introduce you to a cute girl when it's all over. It'd be nice to hear a little gratitude from her, even just once.
Surely you know she's not the type to do that sort of thing, though, yes?
That's all the more reason to want just one brief glimpse at who she is underneath.
If you're so unhappy, it's not too late to switch back to the Abbey's side and become an informant again.
What's the point in that? I don't know anything they'd want, and they wouldn't have any use for me there.
So you lack confidence in your own abilities.
Miss Mogulu has let me come with her wherever she went, and her talents have gotten us this far. But now that we have to fight Inominat, I'm worried. I don't know what use I can be for her, or if I can keep her safe.
But you'll still go, won't you?
Yeah, of course. Or else my name isn't Norman Brave.
See, you can do this. You've been keeping Mogulu safe this whole time. With all the emotional pain she's been through, she's needed someone as thick-skinned and tenacious as you. She may talk like she doesn't care, but she wouldn't have tracked you down and renewed your pact if she didn't.
When you put it like that, bien! All right, you've convinced me.
That's right. You just trust in old Norman therapist's good advice. It won't steer you wrong.
Wow, I'd have never expected you to actually make a joke like that, Grimoire.
I just thought I'd get caught up in the moment like you wanted.
Yeah, what'd you get for dinner? Yeah, handholds. I don't know why. I always forget the word handholds almost every time. I think sometimes it sounds like English is not my first language with how, like, bad I forget things. I don't really like handholds anymore. I didn't mind them growing up, but it's not my thing. I would much rather just play on a console or a PC or... Sorry, did we say it that way? We still got 3 of these left. These guys I don't know how to get to. I didn't even see if we had any new side quests. I've been trying to order out less. I've been ordering out fairly often. They added like a delivery service here. The final showdown? Are we at the end of the game? Some of these side quests never got done though. Like making the potion? Like it never finished. Like I said, I used to not mind them, but it's just not my thing. The older I've gotten, the less I want to play on mobile. I guess it's a little bit harder to focus on just playing a mobile game a lot of times. I don't really get distracted too much. Playing. I don't know. They really messed the map up this time. It's really weird. Oh. Things look so pretty.
We will need to be extremely wary. Looks like you're gonna be put on ice.
I can't do any damage to this thing.
Is it hot or is it just me? Crossfire! Walls of Auburn! Rock Swarm! Blast away the shadows of darkness! Cleansing Lance! You're all about to get a lot closer!
I don't... Remember getting all the cats? Yeah.
Whoa there! Take that! Devour! Like heal ready to feel the burn! Got you! Fire! Dark and light! Got you! Whoa there!
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
Twin whip!
Isn't there a way to, like, how do you... Fiend, weakness... Help. I don't know what I'm supposed to do against this guy. One of the games that you finished? Yeah, that was the first Tales I played back on PS2. The first one I played. How do I beat this guy? I can't do any treatments. Does somebody want to like Google this for me? Figure out how you beat this guy? I don't even care. What's this guy even called? Spectral crystal? What am I doing wrong here? You literally just resist every single attack. I don't know. I feel like X should work, but it's not. I don't know what to do. I'm not doing any damage. What's Dragon Quest B2? What is that? I don't know what to do here. It's not doing any damage. Can we just... literally the dumbest battle I have fought in this game so far. Just gunplay.
Yes.
So who did that go on? I thought...
Yes. Yes. Got you. Got you. Your troubles received my
Vengeance!
Here
See
it
this?
is.
Hurricane!
Clear way. Invigorate us. Inspiration. Light of light. Illuminate us. Light. Light of light. Illuminate us.
I don't know what to do. This is silly. This is such a dumb battle. Such a dumb battle. I really dislike battles in games that there's real no skill to beating it. It's just basically luck. It's really frustrating nevertheless. From like looking at like Google, that's what it is. It's just luck based on if you beat this guy.
Woo! It's a biggie! Devour! Devour! Got you! Clear way! Invigorate us! Inspiration! Cherry circle! Walls of armor! Crossfire! Ice edge! Your troubles receive life's blessing! You're all about to get a lot closer!
I think we're just gonna cheat it. We're just gonna cheese it, man. We're just gonna cheese it. We're just gonna cheese it, I think. I don't think I have the equipment to beat this guy. So I need something that like has reflect damage. So all damage taken reduced by 30. I've sold most of my stuff now at this point. Good morning. What's the purpose? Yeah, we're just gonna cheese it. I don't care enough to go farm stuff in this game. I just don't know how the farming's set up. That's what I'm gonna do. We'll just lower the difficulty. We'll just cheese it. Nobody sees this. Everybody close their eyes and not see me cheat the system. Nobody look. Did I change the difficulty? Cheese it, right? Shh, guys, don't look. Close your eyes. We're totally still on hard mode. Watch how, like, I have a plan. I'm just gonna be amazing and just kick its butt out of nowhere. Watch this. Look up.
We will need to be extremely wary.
Wow! Like, we just got good and beat this thing, no problem. You guys see how amazing? Unlocks all battle difficulties up to Chaos the Opportunity. So we could play Chaos? You guys think we should play Chaos? So this is what I'm saying. And so now those who are up to extreme challenge be rewarded with very nice equipment. Well, let's try it, right? Let's try Chaos. Curb stop. Nobody saw me choose that.
No mercy! You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Right.
Well, that about does it.
I kind of messed up in this game and not focused on learning all the ins and outs.
Are we ready for this?
Like, this game's got a pretty in-depth system that I've kind of just ignored and teased a little bit, but what can you do, I guess?
The path to victory is left.
Right.
Left.
Straight.
I blue, no green. From its bluish greenish waistcoat. That's funny. Bluish greenish waistcoat. I don't think I've got anything that reflects damage. I don't think I've gotten a single thing that reflects damage, at least I've just not noticed me getting it. Yeah, I don't think we got a single thing that reflects damage. Just kind of learn the minimum to make it through, yeah.
Woo! It's a biggie!
Come on, really?
Come on, really? I said the battles usually are not hard. There's a few battles, I guess, that you actually have to know the mechanics in this, but most you don't actually have to know any mechanics. And, I mean, if you really want to be bad at the game, you can just play on simple. Simple ignores, like, every game mechanic. You can just do whatever the heck you want. Yeah. My problem is, I get bored of battle systems.
It appears that we're finished here.
This game's too RNG based too. A lot of equipment you can only get from farming. And like, even if you get the right equipment, it doesn't mean it's gonna have the right skills. Consummate collector. That's kind of the nice thing about this game, though. Difficulty, the way they make you want to do harder difficulties is by giving you more equipment, better equipment, which is nice. But they actually give you a reason. Equipment drop rate decreases. Blah, blah.
We will need to be extremely wary.
Yeah, it's kind of nice that they actually at least give you something for going higher difficulties.
No mercy! Wounds that won't heal. Harden the flesh. Grateful pay! Here it comes! Here! Spyro! Hail! Now, with a single breath, they appear! Here they come! There's no stopping them now! Good? You won't get away!
Are you hurt? Can you stand? Yeah.
He's like, personal space, please. Personal space.
Are we ready for this?
I'm just gonna run through this stuff. Wait, what? He dead? He dies really easy. Honestly, I should maybe get rid of her and use somebody else. He's always like dead.
You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Yeah. This game doesn't really have that much DLC though, at least. At least, most of the costumes you can get outside of DLC.
That was a considerably powerful enemy.
I think the biggest thing that always annoys me more, if we're gonna talk about stuff that they've added to games, I think is probably when you have to buy the DLC to get the actual ending. I can't think of any games that come to mind at the moment, but I know there's one I played that you didn't even get the actual ending unless you bought the DLC, which is just scummy. I don't really care too much about having to buy costumes, because it's like you don't have to buy them. It doesn't like make a huge difference. Some games like lost my train of thought. Had stuff like that. Like Tomb Raider. The Tomb Raider was way easier if you had the DLC. Tomb Raider was way easier with the DLC because it gave you really powerful stuff. Man, my brain is just not working today. Just buy all these and break them down. Just buy them. Alright, we'll buy all this metal stuff and break it all down, and she can use it too. So we need one of each at least, they say. Oh wait, did I spend too much money? Rip. What costs a lot here? This? Oh, this. Can I put all this stuff? Apparently. Can I also just do the cheap ones? Just break all this metal stuff down that we've already learned. If we only have that one. I don't know why I'm bothering. I'm never gonna get a lot of this stuff done, honestly. I just don't care enough about side stuff to bother. Do you guys care a lot about side stuff? I used to. I think I used to care more than I do now. But I really have to love a game to like bother doing a lot of this side nonsense. Like, I mean, yeah, like if you think about the amount of stuff you have, like, for instance, the highest you can level up your weapons to is level 10. You imagine, like, the amount of grinding you need to do to get to level 10? Like, that is, you'd spend so much time farming. I think I'm gonna lower my difficulty back down to hard. I don't really want to deal with chaos. Yeah, there's intense, there's chaos. Yeah, we'll just leave it hard. Hard's fine with me. Where I'm playing it? The game for me and where I'm playing it. What's that mean? I think if the side stuff is fun, I kind of like go back to the example of Kingdom Hearts 3, man. Like, the only way to get to the ultimate Keyblade, which I got in all the other games, the other two, or the other, I think I got them in most of them. But in that one, it's like, it just seems so pointless to get the ultimate Keyblade, but there's nothing to use it on. It kind of stinks. I feel like a lot of games, there's no point in getting their ultimate weapons because there's nothing you can do with them once you get them. There's no, like, bigger bosses, there's no nothing. It's like, yay, I got the weapon, but you never actually get to use the weapon. So what's the point farming for a weapon you never get to use? It seems silly. I want to look up on VStreamer. Yeah. It's like literally everything. Yeah, it kind of stinks though. As I said, a lot of games I don't want to sit and like the only way I can beat them is looking at a guide. I don't know. It just seems pointless to me. I don't know. Kind of like that battle there. Like the only way to beat that crystal thing, which is really easy, is to get lucky. I guess if you play on like chaos mode or get lucky. Because the equipment you need to beat him is something that reflects damage. And I don't think we've had anything that reflects damage. Where are we at? I don't even know. Kingdom Hearts 3 was alright. It was a little disappointing to me, but... eh. Can I not go do side stuff anymore? Did I somehow, like, miss side stuff? Because... I'm kinda confused. I'm kinda confused. Because I never beat the, like, the best guy at cards. I never done any of that. I want to do at least like the side quest, but I don't know about how to do that. We got it. Okay, I don't know. I don't really care, I guess. I honestly think I should feel like a smidge bad for like choosing that fight the way we did, but... yeah. Putting in a battle that's just purely based on RNG to me is just not that word. We missed messages and Boop scored? I did not. Boop scored. Clever. Like some of these side quests we never got the ending to, it's sad, I don't know. I never got like the side quest to like figure out how to cure that boy.
You there, Exorcist! Do you know what happened to the Praetor? Lady Teresa? She used to be in charge here. Lady Teresa is the only one who can restore law and order in our town. Please, send a message to the Abbey. Tell them that the citizens of Helives are awaiting her return. Even if the Lord of Calamity herself were to attack, I won't budge until Lady Teresa returns to us.
What will refusing to move accomplish?
If my life is in danger, I know Lady Teresa will come to save me. Her, and that ice-cold glare of hers.
Teresa won't be coming back.
What?
If you really love Teresa, you shouldn't rely on her to protect you. You should become strong enough to protect her.
Whoa, that burning glare of yours. I think I like it.
Wait, what?
What creep, bro? Don't say stuff like that. People like that are the people like, man, why don't girls like me? It's because you say weirdo comments like that. Because you say weirdo comments, man. Yeah, I was like reading, you know, when we were looking up how to beat that boss. And people were like talking about like they got every single weapon and item to level 10 in this game. At least once. I'm like, jeez. Like, really? What? It just doesn't sound fun. But no, I'm not playing it. You can turn it on if you want to, Perks. Fireworks one was going alright, but I don't know. I think you kind of just dug yourself into a hole. I'll just blame it all on you. Big old nice hole. I'm starting to get burned out from playing this. It's sad. I don't know why. What happened to being like young and never ever feeling burned out no matter how much you played a game? Being stuck like Resident Evil 4 like 7 or 8 times.
Why don't exorcists come around here anymore?
The Abbey has abandoned us. If the Calamity shows up here, we're doomed. We either run or give up and drown ourselves in drink. If only Lady Teresa were still here.
Why has it come to
What?
this?
On this?
Curse you, Lord of Calamity, for everything you've done!
You're quite the popular girl. Why not wave to your fans?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Is it with the Lord of the Calamity? Yes, that's the joke, perps. That's the joke, honey. That's why that's the whole joke of the game, that you walk up to random civilians and they're always like, the Lord of Calamity, she's so scary. Blah 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 all the time. It's just the running gag of the game. But they don't even realize who they're talking about standing right beside them.
We're planning evacuation routes. We need to be ready if the Calamity or demons show up in town.
When the Calamity attacked the first time, there was massive confusion. Some children got hurt in all the madness. We're preparing evacuation boats, so that we can all flee out to the sea if anything happens.
It's a good idea, but it will be hard to evacuate the entire town by boat. You'd best prepare a land route, too.
That's a good point.
Do we have to do a new game plus get to get in here? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. You'll need to guard it as heavily as you do the city gates. It would be best if you could devise a way to prevent demons from intercepting the escape route, but...
That better not be
Some of
true.
the exorcists lost use of their Malachim. We can't count on the Abbey's garrison to help us.
I'll send a request for aid to the Abbey. But please, don't give up. Try to think of something.
Of course. There's no way we'll give up. You can't rely on someone else to protect you.
Can you really ask the Abbey for help?
I can send a Sylph Jade to some of my old friends from when I was still in training. Even if they refuse to trust a traitor like me, they won't ignore the plight of the people here in Helives.
No way. Why would they do that? I really don't like that kind of system. It doesn't work in RPGs, making you replay a game that's like 60 hours. 60 hours for you to get the good ending? That's unfair. Did you ever beat, Tilu 2, Perps? Did you ever get through it? I can't believe what they done to The Last of Us 2, man. I haven't played it yet, but I have such low expectations. I think I might be fine. But man, what they did to that game is crazy. You wanna know, like, I'll give you an example. Like, I know Link ain't everything, but I watched a lot of, The Last of Us. Wait, so I stuck on my door? So someone did knock on my door. I barely heard it. But anyways, it took the guy that speedruns The Last of Us. It took him like over 3 years, I think it was, or over 2 years at least, to get below 3 hours. Well, I saw the other day that the top speedrunner already had only 2.5 hours is the top speedrunning time for Tilu 2. That's crazy. That's like with no prep. That's with like, how's that even possible? Like, that game must be like crazy short to be able to, like, the top speedrun time is already 2.5 hours. It feels like Naughty Dog just got lazy with this game for some reason.
Hey,
I don't know what they were doing.
How long are you going to sit there crying? You can't be a fisherman if you're afraid of some Lord of Calamity.
The demons that wrecked this
Planet
town are
Earth?
still alive. Who knows when they'll show up again?
How about right now?
Sniveling idiot! Keep whining like that,
Apparently
and
not.
this Calamity whatever will keep walking all over you!
But what can we do? We can't even defeat a single demon.
That's why we take our boats, catch some fish, and make sure we've got enough food to keep on surviving. Didn't they drill anything into that fool head of yours in school? Do I have to knock some sense into you? Get up and get the boat ready.
That is one hot-headed dad.
Too hot for any demons to get near. That's for sure.
But maybe I looked at it wrong. Maybe that was the glitched one, but still, if it's the glitched one, still pretty crazy.
Scout ship setting sail.
It's just probably more cutscenes. Yeah, that might be it. Then you can just skip over all the cutscenes. That makes sense. But I said, maybe I looked at the time wrong, because actually I guess I did, because the speedrunning top guy right now is 4 hours and 46 minutes? Oh, so maybe I looked at it wrong. Okay, never mind. Just ignore my point, yeah? Ignore my point. Which I know Perps has trouble with.
Welcome back! I take it you defeated the Legates.
Yes, but that still leaves Enominat and the Shepherd.
Onward ho to the last battle! Oh, I picked up something nice for you. Here.
An apple?
An apple?
It's a fortune apple. A good luck charm. No real powers, but they're hard to find. Legend has it, they're pretty lucky.
A
Lucky
fortune
apple's
apple.
This lucky.
But we're the bad guys, aren't we? Maybe what we need is bad luck instead.
I think the Reaper's got that covered.
Aw, that's just mean.
Well, I appreciate the thought. Thanks, Benwick. I love apples.
Just don't eat it.
I couldn't eat it, even if I wanted. Wait a moment. That's right. My power to consume is a part of Enominat. If that's true, then...
What is it?
You want a bite? Delicious fortune apple.
No way. That's a good luck charm.
That it is. One to give you the courage you need to survive.
So, where's our final destination?
The Empyrean's throne.
Sail for Port Zexon.
Aye, aye, ma'am. Aye, aye, sir.
I can't believe you guys haven't
Just don't
beat it
eat
yet.
him. Got it?
I won't. Don't worry.
Do you think that with Enominat's power waning, people will be free again?
Well, the pirates are acting like pirates again. May take longer for others, but I think it's happening.
What do you think of traveling around to see for ourselves? I'd like to know what's going on out there.
I'd like to meet the elemental Empyreans, if I could.
That's not a great idea. They're all in various Earth Pulse points, but where those are is a mystery. They could be very far off.
And they might not view us as allies.
Yep, gods live by their own rules. Our business with
That's not
Enominat
well.
probably doesn't concern them.
You're right.
It might be wise to scope out the situation before our battle. As we go around, we might find out more about what Artorias is up to.
So attack recite stuff?
Hey, Rokuro! I heard about a Class 4 island that sounds damn near perfect for you.
An island that's perfect for me. Do the rivers flow with good drink?
Now that you mention it. But no! Different island. I'm talking about you as a swordsman. The demons there all run around the island in suits of armor and helmets and stuff, I hear.
Armored demons are not unusual.
Yeah, but what I heard tell was that all the exorcists who got sent there came back with their swords broken. I don't know if they've got swords too, or if their armor is just
Is that annoying for you, Perks?
But I reckon your sword will be able to stand up to them.
Well then, I've heard worse ideas.
If you believe the tales, that island used to be a place where swordsmen and knights competed to see who was stronger.
Oh yeah, I know the island you're talking about. Craftsmen from all over gave their finest weapons and armor to the greatest of warriors and made them fight. It was as much a showcase for those wares as it was a contest of strength.
So the demons on that island might come at us wielding fine arms and armor.
I'm certainly up for checking it out.
I'm curious to see how good the stuff really is.
After all I've told you, you still want to go? What is wrong with you?
I don't know if I could ever play an MMO. I think the thing that I've been kind of craving to play is Rust. But I don't think we'll ever start Rust. Because if I ended up liking Rust, I've heard it's really hard to stop playing Rust. It's like ridiculous. We can't even like go around to different places though. Like we can't even go to these places. It said like go to different places and like learn about them, but I can't. But yeah, I know this one streamer, dude. He's been doing Rust stuff, and he literally done like a 14-hour stream, and then like slept, and then a 24-hour stream. Like that's crazy to me. Just purely playing Rust. I hope we have enough of this cat box. I don't think we do. Nope. So we have to come back here later. I don't get this side stuff though. They told me to go and check out other places, but I can't check out other places. I mean, the only two we can check out is Heloise, Beardsley, and the other one. We checked out those two already. I'm 42. Trying to think if we want to stream a little bit longer today, or take a break, and then come back and stream a little bit longer, which I planned on doing yesterday. I know and didn't actually do it.
Wounds that won't heal. Fire and left. Make the pay. Got you. Down. Got you. Take that. Devour. Heaven's wrath. You won't get away. That all you got. Take that. Devour. Binding frost. Severus wave. Tail crusher. You won't get away. Blizzard.
Watch this.
Wounds that won't heal. Fire and left. Make the pay. Devour. Hero. You won't get away. Is that all you got?
You wanna take a break? I might. Take a break and maybe work out with perks and then come back and finish the game off. I'd like to beat it today, I think, if we can. I don't know like how close we are, but... I didn't work out yesterday, I kind of forgot. Perks didn't mention it, I didn't know her. spam.
I thought we were done for.
Did we get anything new here? We got a lot of items. Oh, there's one new item. Sacred female guard is made with the 530 said to be set. Oh, Noli. Gotta do. Oh, I think we'll get these 2 islands done and then we'll go start a little bit of the next thing. Yeah, that was not that good what we got there. I guess it ain't horrible. I mean, we could use the metal stuff. Armor recorder. Usually don't have anything on them other than cats things. This game just has too much farming in it, personally, for my liking. I mean, I guess if you care, it's like the cat boxes and stuff, you'd have to go and just farm a lot. Which I guess a lot of it you could farm at one time, but I don't know if I care enough to go and farm as much as they want you to. I said it's not hard, really. Maybe getting some of the items would be, but getting like the cat skirts is not super hard.
We will need to be extremely wary.
No mercy! Wounds that won't heal. Hard to collect. Lethal pay! Here! Spyro! Hail! Now, with a single breath, they appear! Here they come! There's no stopping them now! Good? Is that all you got? Take that! Devour! Rising rock! Cerberus wave! Scale crusher! Finish! You're defenseless! Take that! Devour! Rising rock! Cerberus wave! You're defenseless! We're on top! Take that! Devour! Rising rock! Cerberus wave! Finish! You're defenseless! Scale crusher! Take that! Devour! Rising rock! Cerberus wave! Scale crusher! You're defenseless!
I think I need to move those 2 attacks off. Like this one doesn't. Yeah, that will never hit that surface wave. I think I need to move it. Yeah. It doesn't hit because it's just, it goes too far back. They are. I mean, it's not like a hard thing to farm. It's just boring because you just gotta find out where the most cat things are and just get them all and then back out and come back in over and over. Probably the easiest option.
No mercy! Wounds that won't heal. Hard to collect. Lethal pay! Ready? Fighting ammo! Take that! Devour! Ice Edge! Here! Cerberus wave! Ice Edge! Take that! Devour! Rising frost! Next! Cerberus wave! Here it comes! Rising frost! Take that! Next! Whoa there!
We might. I kind of gotten tired of playing this, honestly. Not that I don't like the game and not enjoy it, but I think I am kind of just tired of playing it. So I think I'd rather just get a beat, do some of the side stories, but none of all the other stuff.
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain! Rising frost! Cerberus wave! Scale crusher! Finish! You're defenseless! Rising frost! Now, with a single breath, they appear. Here they come. There's no stopping them now. Good. Spirit release. The light of virtue. The dark of vice. Joining chaos. Chaos bloom.
You enjoy our animators? Well, at times, I guess. Never been big into horror, but we did beat like Resident Evil 7. That's probably the. I did play DVD Dead by Daylight for a little while, but that dude just one-tapped me. Dead by Daylight's a pretty trash game, though, in my opinion. So yeah, I do play them sometimes. I thought about doing... I don't even remember what it's called. Starts with an O, I think? I don't know, it's a popular one. That I might do on stream one day. Hopefully over. Can't think, really. Need more sleep. I guess honestly, if you want to farm monsters, these are probably the easiest way to do it. I mean, you could put it like on chaos mode and just kind of spam most of the enemies are in these things. Fatal Frame? I think I played one of the Fatal Frames. I played Clock Tower too.
To fall here.
New spear? Nice. We're getting like one new item each time, kind of thing. Reduces the amount of gold required for enhancing equipment. Okay. 956, yeah, I think we'll go to the next town. And hopefully that'll allow me to do side quests after that. If not, I don't know. I guess we're not gonna bother with a lot of it. We'll go here. Maybe do this town. And then we'll move on, I think, to... So we'll probably take a little bit of a break and come back and maybe beat the game afterwards.
So, what was it you needed to say to me alone?
Where's Laffy's at?
He wanted to stand watch with me, but I forced him to get some rest. After all this fighting, he needs it.
I owe you. That kid always tries to play the tough guy.
Just like the one who named him.
He's nothing like me. His motivation comes from hope.
Hope.
The wind is nice.
Yes, the world may teem with hardship and sadness, but it's also filled with beauty. The endless ocean, the islands in the south, even the frozen tundra and the mountains that spew fire.
I did like the Silent Hill games.
It is. And humans make their home among all that beauty. This is the world that Laffy always yearned to travel. I finally understand what he saw when he sat looking out over the ocean. Eleanor, I have a single favor to ask of you. If anything happens to me, take care of Laphicet.
What? Is something the matter?
The power possessed by the Therians and Innominat is fundamentally the same. I have a theory. No, theory is too rational. A different part of me, something separate from my hatred, wants me to do something. It wants me to leave this world with hope.
Wait, you don't mean...
Humor me, okay?
Yeah, I plan on playing those too eventually.
If the worst happens, I'm counting on you.
Well, man, I'd like to.
I understand. You have my word. I'll look after Laphicet. While I'd love to take advantage of this momentary weakness, I can't. My oath is to obey your orders until my dying breath.
I'd almost forgotten about all that. Good thing I kicked your butt after all. Well, the suppression field is gone.
And in its place, rampaging demons.
We expected that. Thanks for everything.
I only did what I felt like doing. Who needs thanks for that?
Let's go. We have a fight to finish with the Shepherd.
Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, look at all these side quests. What the sort of permits? Meet Videl and Renee, collect green dolls, meet the cats and... Nice! I think we're gonna end here though. It's usually the time we quit. So I will, I think I'm gonna be back. I plan on definitely being back. I know I said that yesterday, but I wasn't feeling it. But I think I'll come back in probably a couple hours maybe. We'll come back and maybe do at least a side quest. I don't know if we'll get the actual game beat today. We do have a fair amount of side quests to get through. But I kind of think that's my idea. So, thank you guys for hanging out and watching. I appreciate you. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. You know, if you like what you saw, hit the follow button, blah, blah, blah. Thank you guys. Sounds good.